Hey, it's the middle of February, and I'm at a property of a client of mine. We're going to do a logging job up here, but the logger hasn't gotten to it yet. I was hoping they'd do it in the winter. So we're going to jump up in the woods and cut some red maple down. Since it's been a really tough winter, there's a crusty snow on. Warmed up a little bit today, so we're going to knock some red maple down and give those deer something to eat. This time of year, you don't want to go out and put something like corn out for them because their rumen is not set up for it. They're on browse now, so cutting more browse is going to be good for them, good eats, and keep them alive, keep them healthy. So it's really the best thing you can do this time of year. And so we'll jump up in the woods, and I'll see you in the woods. Okay, so we're going to start at this spot. There's a bunch of brush up here, and deer bed down in there once in a while.
Absolutely, yep.
So we're going to make it a little better by taking out these red maples behind me, drop them into the sun. They always want to grow towards the sun, so you might as well go with it. We'll drop them in there, and we'll try to keep it. The first one will probably drop into that brush so it holds it up, and then drop some into that so you have horizontal cover 5 feet tall. That's the goal anyway. We'll see if we can pull it off. Yeah, so I was trying to hinge that, but it didn't hinge. It just broke off. You know, the dead of winter, not a good time to try to hinge cut stuff.
Now, will they sprout in the spring?
Well, you probably get some sprouts coming out of here, and maybe it all depends on the adventitious buds that are in there. So all the trees have different amounts of those. And it could sprout all over the place. It could not sprout. As soon as it gets a little sunlight, though, it should do some sprouting. And meanwhile, that didn't work out, of course, the way I wanted it. It's pretty smashed down. I was hoping that those honeysuckles would hold up the tree a little bit. But still, that's really good side cover. Now, the rest of these trees most of these are sugar maples, so I don't really want to take them out. There's a red maple here, but it's so small, it's not going to help. There's some birch here. We could drop some birch, but they want to go down that way towards those pines. Let's try this one here. Okay, the next spot is going to be right here. You see all those little buds up there? I don't know if you can see them on the video, but these red maples are covered in nice big juicy buds. And deer are coming into this meadow where that pine tree is to get something to eat, because the snow melted there. So we're going to drop those babies. You can see they're leaning just right, so we're going to drop them into there so the deer can come in there and munch. Chow time. Hard to say which one is going to go first or which way they're going to go. They're attached right there. Probably too dangerous. If it's dangerous, don't do it. It ain't worth it. You really gotta watch where you step around here. I don't want to get too close, but look at all the buds. I wouldn't be surprised if there's deer on that 2 hours from now. I think I better move. Small one's got to bust it off top. You can see how when they break off like that, there's a lot of sprouts. And then of course you hope that they do that down at the stump next summer. Alright, so that's good chow for now, and we'll push that aside, and you can use that for blocking and side cover, security. And those other trees that I cut earlier are down in here. And as you can see, it's really thick and brushy. We're going to try to get this food plot in good shape this summer. And then they'll do the logging up this way. So I imagine this place will be full of deer next hunting season. I can't wait. These small trees, like 6 to 8 inches, we just want to take a face cut and then come in from the back, keep a hinge on there, and then that face cut piece will control the tree and lay it down kind of slow, and you keep your hinge so you have control of the tree. So it doesn't flip off of there and hit you in the foot or the shin or something. It's leaning real hard that way, so we don't want to take too much off so it doesn't snap off. You want to clear yourself a place to get clear of things too. Now right here it's not a very good setup because I can't run away here, so it's a little dangerous, but we'll be all right. Okay, that ought to provide a little browse, wouldn't you say? Right next to our food plot. We'll get that food plot going. Hopefully these will sprout back up too. See how it was nice and high, and then I dropped that last one and it mashed all the other ones, didn't it? So that's why hinge cutting works if you have the right circumstances, but most of the time it just doesn't work. So that's why I don't do a whole lot of it. I'd rather just do this. Get some stuff on the ground. Right in here. I wouldn't be surprised to see some deer bedded right here. If you had food up on top, they could bed on this slope. We got some nice side cover now. They could see down the hill, see danger coming. It's a good spot now, where it was too open before. Some browse, look at this. There's all kinds of stuff they could chew on. So, and then these stumps will probably grow back too. Now if you had something like locust or oaks that you don't want, or hickories, they hinge over nice. But the problem is they feed a lot of wildlife, so I don't really like to kill them. So, you know, it's a toss-up. I see a lot of guys hinging over, like here's a nice hickory. It's tempting to hinge cut that, but you know, that's what the squirrels are eating, so turkeys will eat those hickory nuts, and I just don't like to. Most of the trees that you can hinge make fruit, so I'd rather just cut red maple, get them down. They can browse, re-sprout from the stump, and they can browse on that too.
And next year,
do any more?
Next year it's firewood.
Next year's firewood, exactly. Come up here and just get some stove wood. It'll be nice and dry by then, huh?
Yep.
So here we're going to free up an oak tree. There's a big maple that's outclassing an oak, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it. And of course, got stuck on the oak tree. There it goes. Yeah! Alright, so I'm going to quit filming and get busy cutting some trees. It's going to get dark. So that's basically what you want to do in February. Good February chore. TSI. Look at that. Got a nice forest opening. We got another 1/4 acre of planting up here. John's got his, how should I say, hillbilly helmet on. Don't do that. Always wear chaps and a helmet. There, that's my safety message for today. Gotta have your safety message. There's actually an insect on my phone right now. Look at that. Spring is right around the corner. Be sure and hit the like and subscribe button and click on the bell so you'll be notified when there's a new video. And comment down below and let me know if there's anything you'd like to know more about.